Is MBS building a new Kaaba in Riyadh in which he wants to deviate Muslims from the original one? I know you might say when you hear it, preposterous, what are you saying? But this is what Mr. Sami al-Hashimi said. Of course, among other things he said, and I will refute them with knowledge, facts, and the truth, and nothing but the truth.
Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has announced that he is going to be constructing his own Kaaba of entertainment. He didn't use the word Kaaba, however, all you have to do is look at a picture of the Kaaba in Mecca and the images of his new project in Riyadh, and it becomes abundantly clear why new Kaaba is an appropriate term.
It's not yet obvious, Mr. Sami, because cubicle buildings are very known in Arabia. For example, this is the criminal court building in Riyadh. You see, it's cubicle. Was that also a third Kaaba, even though it was built before the one that is being built right now? It's just a simple design, very known in Arabia. But when you're biased, you would say that. You would say even more. I do remember many people said that the Apple Glass House in NYC, it was a Kaaba built by the Illuminati. I'm not saying that Mr. Sami is saying that, but I'm just saying that when you're biased, you would say many things similar to that.
In hindsight, it's almost as if he sought to symbolize his intention to subjugate the Islamic influences in Saudi in favor of his Vision 2030.
Does MBS really want to detach Islam from the identity of Saudi Arabia? Of course not. He always says that we have to get back to our moderate version of our beloved religion, in which we are proud Muslims and at the same time open to different religions and cultures.
And in hindsight, the symbolism was perhaps evident early on when bin Salman entered the Holy Mosque in Mecca in 2019 with a heavily armed presence who cleared the area for him, and then he audaciously and defiantly stood on top of the Kaaba in a move that caused an uproar in the Muslim world.
Audaciously stood on top of the Kaaba? I don't remember, Mr. al-Hashimi, that we ever say that Bilal bin Rabah audaciously stood on top of the Kaaba when the Prophet ﷺ allowed him to.
And today, even the General Entertainment Authority, led by his right-hand man Turki al-Sheikh, that has introduced the giant raves, the bikini beaches, the nightclubs, that has invited Nicki Minaj to perform in the kingdom.
Aside from what you incorrectly said about the General Entertainment Authority, let me clarify a few things for you and for the audience. The main goal for the General Entertainment Authority in Saudi Arabia is to tell people that instead of spending your money abroad, we are bringing you events, ceremonies, festival inside the kingdom so that you spend in. This way, money circulates within Saudi Arabia. But do you know, Mr. al-Hashimi, that the General Entertainment Authority, headed by Turki al-Sheikh, the one you criticize in your video, gives awards for reciting the Noble Quran and for performing the adhan, or the call of prayer. Awards that are worth more than 12 million Saudi riyals. But you didn't mention that, Mr. al-Hashimi. Now, of course, because if you had, it would ruin your narrative.
Has announced that it is embarking on its first project in Medina, in the Prophet's Mosque. وَإِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ راجعون.
Inside the Prophet Mosque, وَإِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ راجعون, or inside Al-Medina itself. Of course, it's inside Al-Medina. But let me ask you something. Even if it's inside the Prophet Mosque, I'm so sure if it happened in different areas in the Muslim world, where some festivals were happening inside the mosque, or when some people would turn the mosque into a playground, you would come and say, well, what's the big deal? The Prophet ﷺ witnessed a play inside a mosque by Al-Ahbash. But of course, when Saudi Arabia does it, it's damn you if you do, damn you if you don't. Mr. al-Hashimi, if you really see where Saudi Arabia is heading to, you would realize that MBS is the driving force behind the amazing things that are happening in Saudi Arabia. And I just had to refute your misinformation with knowledge, facts, and the truth. And the truth shall set you free.